Rip, 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 rip. Today I wanted to go for a drive. This is like the third, fourth take of taking this video now. It's getting pretty stupid. The problem is I've got nowhere to mount my phone. I was going to go and get a phone mount, but then that would be more wasted time to be fucking around. And I haven't really got much time today anyway. Can you guys even see me? The sun's super low today. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about what you can expect on my channel. Yes, I will be buying a new camera. I do want a new camera, but they're expensive. I've got rent to pay, I've got 2 cars. You know what life's like. I'm just like one of you guys picking up a camera and doing it. But what I want to do today is tell you exactly what you can expect from my channel. So I've got a confession to make. I fucking love rice. Hondas are my go-to thing. That sun sucks. Honda's my go-to thing. I've had multiple Civics, and as you can see now, I've fallen in love with my Prelude. So what I want to do really is start building some more stuff on the Prelude. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. As you can see from the last video, I've got turbo manifold. So eventually I want to boost it. I don't know what sort of power I want to make. I'm not sure about the mileage of the engine. I'm pretty sure it's a new engine. So I'm not sure what my power it can take. The expensive part is engine management, as you may or may not know. Honda seems to be the way to go. But so that's a long way off anyway. That shit's expensive. What I do want to do is get a Mugen wing for it. So the list of mods on the car, I haven't really done a lot. I've done more chasing oil leaks. You H22 boys will know. They normally are pissing oil out, and mine was no different. My car is actually quite a high mileage on the shell, and yes, it was pissing oil out. I've changed pretty much every oil seal apart from the crank seal, which I need to do when I do a cam belt. But yeah, I've done VTEC solenoid oil seals. I've actually changed a coolant pipe before because that was leaking on a coolant pipe, so I had to go to Honda and get a coolant pipe that had exploded because of an oil leak. There's loads of genuine stuff and seals that I've done on the car. But mods wise, I've pretty much gone pretty simple with it so far. I did think about going super stancy with it, but I kept the standard tyre size. So I've got, as I told you in the last video, I've got 16 by 8.5 ET35. So they sit quite well on a Prelude. I've had to roll my arches. The rear arches I've had to cut and paint because the bumper tabs, anybody with a Prelude might know, the bumper tabs get in the way when you actually want to get any kind of fitment at all. And that was rubbing like fuck for a while as well before I had to cut those out. So I've done that. So the wheels are quite a big thing. I bought them from new. I got them from Driftworks. Driftworks, everybody should know who Driftworks are by now. They did an awesome deal for me. And coilovers wise, I've got BC Racing coilovers. They've been adjusted and set now. They're all fairly sort of the same height. One of the arches is actually slightly wider out than the other, which is why one of them will look like a better fitment than the other. I think it's the near side's a better fitment on the rear. So yeah, wheels and coilovers. I've got power flow exhaust system, which was custom. It is a decat. So yeah, that's loud as shit. That's actually quite annoying. That's one of the reasons that I've bought the F30 BMW as a daily, and I wanted an automatic to do things like I am now. Chill out, drive, one arm up, get a coffee or whatever. But yeah, power flow exhaust system, decat. That sounds pretty good for a H22. It's still got that screamy sort of noise. I quite like the noise. Having B-swapped a car before, I'm in love with the VTEC screaming. I love me a screamer. And naturally aspirated, they're brilliant. And it's probably the most torquey Honda I've ever owned too. So yeah, the intake exhaust and the wheels, they're all pretty standard stuff. I've done a few stickers, you know, strictly static sort of seam hot boy sort of stuff, because it's I'd like to say it's a reasonably clean car, I guess. for what it is anyway, they're normally pretty fat, which is why you see lots of the Preludes going super cheap. But mine actually happens to be a Motegi edition. So some of you that don't know, there was a limited run of these Motegi edition Preludes that came with the special splitters and bumpers, splitters, side skirts and the badging, and it came with the VTI spoiler because I got a VTI. So that's quite cool. I've done some little bits as well. So some extra bits I've done is like a sat-nav DAB radio screen type thing inside that connects to my Bluetooth, which when I was daily driving it was brilliant. And the clear indicator lamp, so all of the indicators on the Prelude seem to be clear apart from the side repeaters and the wings. I don't really get why they did that. So I went on eBay, first eBay mod, yes, love it, love me an eBay mod. So I got these eBay clear side repeaters, double crystal side repeaters for like, I think they were like 20 quid, maybe even less. Fuck me, that's a low sun today. I'm sorry if you guys can't see me. So yeah, God, I look so pale in this light as well. God damn it. So yeah, that's pretty much what. Oh, and I've got an AEM. I got that from New as well. That was a gift as a Christmas present last year. I got an AEM short air intake, which was actually the first mod on the car. I can't believe I didn't mention that first. So yeah, that's the Prelude. It's reasonably clean. I used to drive it every day up until about 3 or 4 weeks ago, hence the BMW. But yeah, I've had a long line of Hondas and I love Hondas, and I've had quite a few failed attempts at building Hondas as well. So this is actually one of the first, no, this is the second Honda that I've actually ever built that I've actually finished what I wanted to do with it. The car is now exactly as I wanted it when I bought it. It was a bit hanging. I bought off an older bloke up north, and I had to travel for it, but he didn't really seem to understand what he had, and I got a great deal on it. So brilliant. Yeah, I bought the BMW from a local BMW dealer. It's only on like 43,000 miles. It's got the Pro navigation, which I'm covering up with my phone. Brilliant. It's got the automatic 8-speed with the flappy paddles, with the M-sport steering wheel, which is very nice. It's got the interior illumination package, so all the doors light up like a fucking vodka bar when you're in it, which is all very nice and well and good. It's a 320D. I wanted a 220D instead of a 30D because if I got a 30D, to be honest, and if I got a manual, I'd probably be driving it like a dick everywhere. And I didn't want to do that. The reason I bought this is so that I've got something fairly comfortable, fairly quiet, and something that gets fairly reasonable MPG. And for what car, it's got like 185 brake or something, like 180 brake. It goes all right too. There's plenty of torque. Coming from a Honda to a BMW with some torque is fucking luxury. I love it. I just put my foot half down and it just goes. It's a completely different kind of car, but that's why I like having both. I don't know whether it will stay forever. I mean, I might chop it in later on and might fall in love with it and get something faster, 3.5i or something like that, but Jap is where my heart lies. So yeah, that's you up to speed on the BMW. So what I want to do is get out of this fucking roundabout if somebody will let me out. I must be the first BMW driver in the world to use a freaking indicator, I swear to God. Oh, that looked proper smushed. That S4 just fucking took off. Guys, what I will say is that I'm not super rich. I'd like to think I do well for myself. I mean, I don't live a crap lifestyle, I guess, but I'm not going to be able to put my Prelude on freaking air ride. I can't really go mad with loads of different stuff. I'd like to be able to make some good content for you guys. Carbon bits for the BMW, And I do eventually want to boost the Prelude. Now that's quite an expensive and long process, but that is really what I really want to be doing. So what else I will be doing as well is going to loads of car shows. I suppose 2019 is going to be a big year for car shows. I would like to get to things like MIMS, and I'd like to go to a few sort of stancy meets, I guess. I quite like stuff like Cars and Coffee. We don't get things like Cars and Coffee in the UK if you're not from the UK. We get people doing skids in car parks, so that's not anywhere near as good. I'd rather just chill out and do that instead. That's pretty much where I stand with it. I'm not going to be able to go mad straight away. I'm not going to buy myself into the views, if that makes sense. But yeah, all the best of luck with it, I suppose. I need to figure out an outro as well, I guess, and get myself like an intro video. But I've been talking for way over an hour now, and I've probably got all of about 10 minutes of footage. I don't know how the YouTubers do it, how they've got time to do all that and then edit the video and stuff like that. I've been really struggling with the editing thing. I think I've got something sorted. So I guess we'll see how the editing thing goes in this video. But if you're into your Japanese sort of stuff and you want to see a few F30 sort of BMW stuff, then please stick around, please subscribe, please like the video and comment down below what you'd like to see. If there's anything you'd like to see me do, like reviews of the Prelude or the BMW, or I could even try and get hold of a friend's GTR. I could even try and get hold of a friend's M2, which is quite nice. Gutted, a friend of mine's just sold his RX-7. That would have been a really good video. I might even have some footage for that for you to chuck in a minute. Probably not. So yeah, I hope you like the video. It's actually quite difficult. Steph VRS actually said it's quite difficult to film with the with a camera and with a phone camera, and it is. She uses a G7X. I might actually get a G7X or something like that at some point. But I definitely need a phone mount for the car. Having to balance, you guys have a look at this. I had to balance my phone on a Yankee Candle air freshener and the iDrive screen. So that went about as well as could be expected. But yeah, like I say, please like, please subscribe, please comment down below if there's anything you want to see. Expect some F30 review content. Expect some tinkering with the Prelude to be happening. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.